Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that... down on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
To the 43, second down. The Giants in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the former Giant, Odell Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
The score, Ravens 21, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff in Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Jones pass complete to number 84. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Again, it's Barkley. Down to the 25. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Back to throw again.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up fourth and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On fourth down, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on fourth and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jackson running again.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll go option to the short side.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 42, Giants 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. .10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Dobbins running out of the gun to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson to throw. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Dobbins.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.